What up, Blerd Squad? We're back again with another reaction. I'm your host, Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And today we're going to be reacting and reviewing to the first 3 minutes of The Boys Season 2. This show is cray.
That's why I love it so much, though.
This show is ultra violent, and I love it. And it's just really I don't want to call it ridiculous, but it's always kind of like when I watched the first season of this, it kind of reinforced my idea of what a superhero would be if it existed, period.
But oh my God, I'm sorry. I agree with you, but I just love this show so much because it's based off of the Boys comic book series, and that's exactly how the comic book series is. So I was so excited that they actually adapted this to like a TV show, and it's exactly like, well, you know, some of the plot points and stuff like that might be different, but like in terms of the gore and just how raunchy it is, yeah, it's exactly how the comic book series
They
was.
went hard. And just understand this also. This is nowhere near what happens in the comics. I mean, this is kind of like an edited version of what happens in the comics. So if you hadn't had a chance to check out the comic book series, definitely take some time to do so because it's
good.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy, but it's crazy good.
Yeah. So not certain where season 2 is picking up, but first season was a lot going on. Everything from them acquiring a new superhero who had different values from the rest of the group, which caused some friction, to superheroes being weaponized for the military, which I think is a continuing plot point that's going to go into season 2. But I'm excited. So if you haven't seen this, it's definitely a good look. One of the standout characters for me is Laz Alonso. I love
Mother's
him.
Milk.
Yeah, I love his character.
I'm sorry. I just know the backstory of his character and why they call him
gross.
Mother's Milk. I think they only call him MM in the show, but his comic book name is Mother's Milk. And if you haven't read as to why they call him Mother's Milk, please go back and look at it.
Oh gosh. So let's see what we're in for. We're going to jump into the first 3 minutes of season 2. Is it episode 1?
I think so.
Before we do that, definitely make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And of course, again, if you see something in the video that maybe we didn't point out that you'd like to share with us, make sure you put it down in the comments.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready for this. I've been waiting on this.
All right, let's go.
So it looks like they're replacing the statue at the 7th because Translucent, who wasn't in the comic books originally, but was in the first season of The Boys.
He did.
Yeah, spoiler if you haven't seen the first season of The Boys. So I guess they're removing the statue.
Yeah.
Do you kind of see that as Mr. Edgar?
He's underrated as an actor.
Very.
I love him in Better Call Saul.
Same person as always. Me.
This is reminiscent. They used this song in Suicide Squad.
Spicy chicken cilantro wrap.
Subheading 16.
That sounds so good.
We need designation for compound big stay.
I like this guy too. His real name slips my mind, but he played in Supernatural for a really long time. He was Bobby in Supernatural. I love him as an actor too.
You want China pie, Dana?
So they're really getting into the weaponizing of
Superheroes.
Superheroes.
Right.
I hate that.
Best
Oh,
efforts
that looks
to
like
limit
this was
collateral
Black
damage.
Noir.
Yeah.
For stronger wording.
Well, that's standard language for
He wasn't very present in the first season.
Chicago.
Exactly what
He's
casualty allowance
meant
are we
to be
looking
like
at?
that.
Yeah.
But
Officially, 0, of course.
And I'll delve a little
But
bit
cone
more
of
into that
silence?
after this.
34%.
Veggie frittata.
ممكن بقوة نار المقدسة؟
هيك كتروا الكلمات بدنا جملة تشد الانتباه.
شو رأيك تقلب الحقيقة؟
هي جملة تمام. أنا بفتكر إنه
Yeah, Black Noir.
So they have their own.
Superpowers, yeah.
Fire blast. His eye moved. Did you see that? His eye totally moved.
This kid's like,
Don't
oh
do
my
that.
God.
Don't do that. Look. And that's the sad part. You didn't know if he was gonna do something to that kid or not. You couldn't really call it. Ooh, man.
yeah, definitely excited about the first season, or the second season, I mean. And they're kind of continuing on because in the first season, and I'm about to spoil the first season for you guys. So
Yeah.
if you have not seen it, please skip this, go back, watch the first season, and come back.
Yeah.
But they're continuing the storyline in the first where they're weaponizing superheroes. In the first season, basically, it was basically Vought Industries was, or not even Vought. It was.
Yeah, it was. It was what?
No, I think this was solely. What's his name? Blonde hair superhero guy.
Homelander.
Homelander. Excuse me. I was about to say Highlander.
Homelander.
But Homelander made sure that he was putting that compound V, giving it to other countries to give the military a reason as to why superheroes should be a part of the military. So,
he
last
wasn't
season,
doing that on his own, though.
No, he wasn't.
They knew about it. Because remember, they had been building them. Well, when I say building them, they had been injecting infants. So the big thing here is this isn't a mutation. This is a chemical compound that's creating people with superpowers.
Yeah.
So remember, Elizabeth Shue's character had been pushing to get.
She had been, yes, but she didn't know what Homelander was doing. She was just trying to, from the perspective, push the the government into making this happen.
Mm-hmm.
But Homelander actually took it upon himself to have A-Train, deliver the Compound V to various like terrorist organizations to create these superheroes to actually
push it over
over the edge. So people would say, yeah, we want superheroes in the military. So they're continuing that narrative in the second season, and I'm really excited to see how that's going.
Yeah, because it's definitely a wraparound story. I'm sorry, I just had an uncomfortable flashback to Homelander and Elizabeth Shue's character. You guys really have to watch the first season to get a full understanding of the mindset of these superheroes, because it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Like when
They're
you
not
think
even
about
really
it.
Heroes,
Yeah.
basically. They're if you were in that first 3-minute clip, they were talking about, I think like the casualty rate or, the rate of error. And there was like, Dr. Edgar was, or not Dr. Edgar, Mr. Edgar was like that, there's like 34% chance. So basically, you're telling me that if these superheroes go into a situation, there's a 34% chance that they'll mess everything up even worse?
Right.
What? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But another thing I'm excited to see in season 2 is that they're introducing a new character. The character of Stormfront, who's actually played by a male in the comic books, but played by a female in this new season. I think they did actually release some footage with Stormfront, like meeting Homelander and Queen Maeve, yeah. But I'm really excited to see that because in the comic books, Homelander is afraid of Stormfront. Because I think she's more powerful, or he in the comic books is more powerful than Homelander. So I'm really excited to see how that
dynamic.
How that dynamic is gonna be. Also, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I love this. I'm sorry. Also, another thing I'm excited to see is how they're going to do play with Black Noir in the second season, because again, this is another spoiler. So, and I can't be sure that they'll be taking the TV series this way, but in the comic books, Black Noir is revealed to be a clone of Homelander, and basically. Yeah, basically they say, hey, Black Noir, stay close to Homelander to make sure he doesn't mess things up too bad. So they showed it a little bit in the trailer, how when that guy, blew up, you saw that Black Noir wasn't really phased
by it.
And that's why, basically. Again, if they're going to take it that same direction, is because he has the same abilities as Homelander. So they showed in that trailer that he's not just this, ninja, knife-wielding kind of guy. He's got more powers.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see if they're going to do that in this season, or if they're going to wait for more seasons. But I'm just so excited.
Yeah. It's a must-watch. Like, even with the first season, I watched it in, like, a whole day. And looked up, and it was like, oh, man, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I need to put this asleep. So this is going to be another one of those things where I lose a full day of like work or sleep or whatever else that I should be doing, because I'm going to watch it from start to finish. So.
Yeah, me too. Well, actually, you can't. You won't be able to for season 2.
No, they're doing that. Oh,
so
no.
How they're going to do it is when it's released, I believe in September is the date, is the month that they're going to release. I forget the exact date. But they're going to release the first 3 episodes, and then on the same day, and then after that, it's going to be a weekly release type of thing.
I hate that.
Well,
I
think they're doing
but
it because
that.
they need to stretch it out at this point. There's not a lot of content coming out right now because of COVID-19 and everything, so they're trying to really stretch it out. And also, I think they want to give time for people to maybe do a little bit more react, because these if you've ever watched if you've seen the first season, these episodes are like epic. Like,
they are.
And there's a lot going on in each episode. So I think this season maybe they're trying to give time for people to like be like, that
process.
Was crazy.
I could see that. Because with the first season, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, it was topped. Or it was.
And I think that's why most people watched it like you did. They watched the episode because they were like, I got to see what happens in the next episode. Right. This is crazy. Like, I didn't think it'd go this far. Let's see how far it can go. So.
Awesome. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so that was our reaction to the first 3 minutes of episode 1, season 2, The Boys. Sit tight, because this will be something that we react and review on this channel. But again, in order to take advantage of those benefits, just make sure you like and subscribe. Again, if you notice something in the trailer, or if you have some inside knowledge regarding the comic books that you'd like to share with us, make sure you drop down in the comments and let us know. All right, I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And we will see you next time on Blerd Up.
Bye, guys.